Hey guys, this is gonna be a quick video, but I wanted to make it because it shows you even the spirits are wrong. Okay? I am in the region, my soul right now is with the Regent Priests in their kingdom or whatever. Smoke and mirrors. The kingdom of smoke and mirrors. Okay. So they're giving me a dream, a dream series of sequence dreams is called. What a sequence dream is, you have them, and then 2 months later, after Christ works on you and the priests work on you, giving you more dreams to correct the problem. And the problem I'm having is loogies going in my neck, into my brain from the priestess. Loogies going whoop from the priestess. And I gotta pull them out, and it makes me furious mad. And I call them names and I bitch and I complain and I fucking whine with a fucking shotgun. Okay? In the spirit world, they're trying to take that away from me, solve my problems with the priestess and her loogies. Now, the priestess is in love with me, but it's not real. She's just feeding off me. So I'm in this dream for 2 hours. And the dream was dealing with a rough situation. I'm in a room. This is the parts I remember. I'm in a room with my brother, which is whoever, another Christ, my brother. And my other brother is sleeping in the next room. We got music playing, just quiet, and we want to listen to it. Now, music represents the energy coming through me, the rage, the all that coming through me, making my head scream when they fuck with me, and it gets worse. Natural energy comes out, hits the guitar strings, the voices, makes them really loud. Plus, on top of it, I'm pulling up loogies out of my ass. I'm pulling loogies out of my throat from the priestess, and she's in there. I love you, and hope and everything. Okay, that's the normal world. This is a dream. So in the dream, I'm trying to keep it quiet. The music, my music, from pissing everybody off because I do, and I'm constantly working, getting priestess out of me to this day. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still going on. And I had an outbreak just a couple of days ago with her. Now, the priest, a month ago, stole my seeds again. Somebody, I'm sure it was a priest. They just take them. I had 62, supposedly, but I had a lot, and I was seeing good. I want them back. They're currently making excuses why I can't have them. And it's their thought patterns, it's their consciousness that says I can't have them because of Richard is empowered, Richard gets enraged because of the priestess. Well, I'm trying to get rid of her, and I can work it and do it all better with my seeds helping me. They don't see it that way because I'm a meat man and I seen it and I told them, give me my fucking seeds back. Constantly, every day I lay down, where's my fucking seeds? They make up excuses. You'll get them back someday. Well, someday. What the fuck does that mean? Just like you, they never give them back. They always take them, and then they lie until they're ready to give them back, if they give them back. In this dream, I'm keeping the duality fight with the priestess, with the priests and the priestess and Jesus. I gotta keep it quiet. They want to know if I'm getting better at not fucking fighting and abusing them verbally. I rarely shoot. I rarely pick up a knife or anything to deal with them. But the priest is on the other hand, it drives me nuts. Back to the dream. I'm keeping music down. Me and my brother. But my other brother's in the I don't have another brother. In the dream was my brother. My physical brother. The only thing I know that represents Jesus Christ in the dream. So Jesus Christ is with me in the dream, but he's represented as my brother in this life. My other brother, the one Christ who's working with me, both of them are, he's sleeping. We got to keep it down. That's the lesson. Stop fucking verbally abusing everybody. Well, motherfucker, I have a priestess in my head who thinks she fucking has the fucking right to fucking do this. Okay? To me. For months and months. 9 months. So I'm having this dream. All of a sudden, my boss shows up at the door. She goes, I want to check your order. Make sure everything's right. I'm like, okay. So my other brother that was sleeping, he gets up and he's doing his thing, wandering around the house. My boss from this life shows up at the door. A woman. Okay? And she's like a mom. She's like a mom. She shows up at the door and she goes, I want to see your grocery order for deliveries. Because I used to work for her mom. Her name is Linda in this life at an organic food, organic veggie delivery service. And I delivered the organic groceries. We got to remember that organic. I rolled to the table. I got a grocery bag full of organic vegetables. I pick it up. I walk it over to her. She goes, did you get all the parasites off this? Because it's not sprayed with pesticides to kill the. She goes, you take off the parasite. I'm like, okay. So I look and I go, I think I seen one here. So I look really, really close on a kale leaf. Kale leaf. I'm holding up a kale leaf. As soon as mom came to the door, and I knew her, she's all good. Mom came to the door. I opened it up. She's like, check. I take the kale leaf, and I go, there it is. I go, I go, there, I found one. But I'm looking at it, and it was a caterpillar eating the kale. Now, this is when it gets cool. When she opened the door, I'm hacking. She's hacking the Regents dream, and I'm going to prove it at the end of this. This is what I'm saying. This is the moment the Regents dream gets hacked by mom, my seeds, to prove to them, give Richard his fucking seeds back. So I'm looking at the kale. The kale represents, I have to walk you through this. The kale, the organic kale in the grocery bag represents my ex-girlfriend that I loved 100%. Not so much now. I still love her, but she's not in the real world. She's what are those people called that are perfect and they think they're perfect and everything? Politically correct, fucking woke people. She's one of those. I go, yeah, I found one. Her name was Kale. That was her name, Kale. I'm looking at the caterpillar eating the kale. And on top of the caterpillar, there's a wasp sitting on the caterpillar. And the wasp is a parasite eating the caterpillar. But it's not eating, it's sucking. It sticks in a straw. In real life, this is in real life. The cabbage white. You know the little white butterflies that fly around across the grass all day? That's what this is. It's called a cabbage white butterfly. Its caterpillar eats kale, lettuce, cabbage. I'm always calling priestess a fucking cabbage head. What are the odds of that? So the cabbage is eating the kale. The love I had for my ex-girlfriend is still there. Just hold on. Anyway, the bee is sucking the fluids. The wasp is sucking the fluids out of the cabbage butterfly caterpillar. So kale, organic kale, the love I had for my ex-girlfriend in this life was organic and real. Cabbage caterpillar is eating it. The wasp, I don't know what that represents, is eating the cabbage caterpillar. Then I go, yeah. She goes, well, pick that off. Pick it off. Pick the parasites off. I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking, well, the wasp, I don't want to get stung. But anyway, I grab the caterpillar and I pick it off. The kale. And throw them all away. Then I wake up. And before I went to bed, for the dream, the sequence dreams, I told the priests and Christ and everybody, I want my fucking seeds back. They made up excuses. Okay. Now, I'm laying there and I go, hey, priest. I go, did you record this? And he goes, yep, we have to find out if you are learning or not, if you're getting better at your abusive energies. And I go, we're trying to find out why you abuse people so much. And I go, motherfucker, it's called loogies. It's called the priestess sucking the brains out of me. And all of a sudden I got it. As soon as I said that, I got it. The priestess was the cabbage caterpillar, cabbage head. I call her that all the time. She's eating the kale. Kale represents what I see as the love in my dreams between me and the priestess. In my dreams, I see kale, my ex-girlfriend, but it's actually the priestess. Okay? The priestess feels it, but she comes in and sucks it off me or eats it. She's eating. She's in my brain eating. The wasp is eating on her. What is a wasp? I don't know who the wasp is yet. Holy shit. Then I go, and I just explained what I explained to you, to the priests. I go, kale is my ex-girlfriend. I go, you see the kale? And he was watching the dream. He goes, yeah. And I go, you see the cabbage butterfly? That's a parasite eating the kale. The love I had for kale, the girl. And you go, you see the wasp? And I was a little nervous about the wasp, so that's why I hesitated picking the cabbage butterfly off. I go, that is sucking the juices out of kale, out of the cabbage butterfly. Sorry. Then I go, and all of a sudden I realize, the lady that was talking to me that came to the door, that's my ex-boss, Linda. But she looked like Christine, and Christine is being replaced in me, so the priestess can't get in me. Okay? That's Christ set that up. That's the reason I'm dating in the spirit world Christine. Not really dating her, but they put her with me and they're putting her in where the priestess used to be. This is a repeat. They already did this before and it didn't work because I don't really love Christine. I love her, but the love I had was for organic kale. It was real. And she loved me back. And we both, me and kale, were seeds glowed huge together. We couldn't even talk to each other. We just, our seeds. I damn near levitated. I think I did levitate once from me and her seeds. Anyway, it just, they're exploding constantly just looking at her. Anyway, I go, hey, do you see that? And he goes, yep. I go, holy shit. I go, now do you believe me? Do you believe me I'm lying? Do you believe I'm lying? And he goes, well, I gotta look at it. And I go, pretty interesting how my seeds, how mom, I go, it's pretty interesting how mom intercedes and hijacks your dream to show you something. And it was showing me too, but it was more for the priests because I always want my own dreams, not stories. Now, listen to this. As I came to the cabbage butterfly and I was explaining it, I go, do you see the caterpillar? And I went to say cabbage butterfly, cabbage white. I went to say cabbage white, but what came out was swallowtail. I go, do you see that cabbage swallowtail? And I wasn't. I was going to say cabbage white. I was going to say it, but all of a sudden, swallowtail came out. And they go, holy shit, what just happened there? And I go, why don't you just swallow the tail of me being with the priestess parasite feeding off me, eating the organic kale like that. And I'm pissed off. And I go, give me my goddamn seeds back. My seeds just intervened, hijacked your dream to show you what the fuck is wrong. And you still don't fucking believe it. And I go, Christ recorded it. He was dreaming with me. He was my brother. The guy in the other room, he was dreaming in my dream. He was playing the part of my brother in the dream. He was in the other room sleeping. I'm turning down the music here so he can sleep, but he's in the fucking dream. Figure that shit out. In the spirit world. All of a sudden, this other dream comes, hijacks that dream from the organics grandma driver, which is mom. She's a mom. Well, I don't know if she's mom. She comes in here, check your organics, get the parasites off it. That's mom, my seeds, represented, telling the priests and me what the fuck is wrong. But the priests don't believe me that the parasite is the priestess feeding off me with her fucking loogies. A loogie looks just like a caterpillar, but a lot longer. Then I go, and then I'm laughing. They're like, holy shit, this may mean something. My kids, Tina, are all livid because they know this. Christ knows this is a new Christ, so he's got to learn all this shit again. So my seeds came in, hijacked the Regent Priest dream to show the Regent Priest and Christ, this is the problem with Richard. Okay? Then I go, isn't it pretty interesting? And they still don't believe me. They're still arguing. Well, it could have been this, could have been that, could have been whatever. And I go, dude, fucking dude. I go, isn't it interesting? You steal my seeds. I got 12 left. And my seeds got to intercede your fucking dream to prove to you that this shit is real. And I go, holy fuck. Look what I just said. Intercede. So my dreams hijacked the Regent Priest dream and interceded that dream with the explanation of what, and the priest just shut the fuck up. I go, yeah. I could be learning the fucking quantum physics of the fucking cosmos, winning the fucking lottery, dealing with this love problem, priestess parasite bullshit that's been feeding off me for 6, 7, 8 months. But no, because you don't believe me. Well, there's the fucking proof. And I said it, and it all played out perfect. My seeds Mom came to the door as Linda from this life and interceded, hijacked the dream as I was having it. I woke up and I'm like, holy shit. Couldn't believe it. So that is how the seeds play out. I'm sorry I kept it as basic as I could. But that is how the seeds work in the dreams. When Christ takes away your normal dreams, takes away your ability to dream, and intercedes it, or inner gives you fucking swallowtails, gives you. So this is a priest. This is mom's dream, the seeds, the inner light. She comes down, intercedes on their dream. That's not supposed to be there. And I call it, and I tell the priests, it's supposed to be a cabbage white, but it's a swallowtail. I go, that caterpillar's a swallowtail. But I meant to say cabbage white for the cabbage head. But the whole fucking point of the thing was, I'm showing you what's wrong with Rich and why he acts the way he does in violence, because the cabbage white is in his head as a loogie, controlling him, sucking the fucking life out of him. I go to say that, cabbage white, and I say, swallowtail. The swallowtail is not even the same fucking species as a cabbage white. It's a swallowtail, like a black swallowtail, giant swallowtail, tiger swallowtail, zebra tiger swallowtail. It goes on and on and on. But they're two different species of butterflies. Cabbage white eats cabbage and flies around, just like the swallowtail. But their names are different. Do you see how that fucking worked? So I just bitch slapped the priests and all the people that didn't fucking believe what was happening, because half of them can't see. I just bitch slapped them all in the face and said, Mom just fucking showed you the fucking truth. Truth revealed. There you go. Now give me my fucking seeds back, right? Give me my seeds back. I don't know. I'll get them back. But they'll just take them again, so I don't know why, but I gotta try. They're my seeds. They think there's 1,000 things wrong with me having 62 seeds. Well, there ain't. That's all them. It's not me. It has nothing to do with me. They're all afraid. And I go, you're supposed to be crazy. You're supposed to be the Regent Priest. You're supposed to be all this. And you're afraid of me having seeds? You're afraid of my own fucking self-defense? I go, contusion. He can beat the shit out of you and everybody. Shouldn't you be afraid of him? Maybe they are. Probably are. But they don't have enough grounds to kick him out of St. Lucian yet. Whew, man. It's an accumulation of shit that happened over 8 months. It's just fascinating how that symbolically played out in the Regent Priest dream. So Mom hijacks their dream, intercede is the proof that it's the seeds doing it, Mom doing it. Case closed, and that was it. Basically, she's saying, swallow Richard's tail. Swallow the fucking what he's saying. Swallow it. The meat guy, the meat human, is not feeding you fucking bullshit. It's the fucking truth. Kale is who he loved organically. Not the fucking priestess he never met. Get it? All right, I just want to make this short video because this is fascinating and I want to remember it. So I had to make the video. I figured I'd explain it to you and share it with you. All right, later, guys.